Good morning, and welcome back to another beautiful, calm, foggy morning out here on the river. I think I've been fishing this part of the Mississippi River for close to 10 years now, and if there's one thing I've learned about finding big pike, it is to find the jumbo perch, because 90% of the time, where you find those big perch is the same place you find those big pike. So today, we're going to fish some areas that usually hold some big perch and see if we can't find any giant pike that are going around eating the perch. I know a lot of these spots do have some 40 plus inch pike, so we're just going to kind of make our way around, fish some areas that I've caught big perch at, and see if there's any pike lurking. This thing just looks gorgeous. It's about 5:30 in the morning. Sun's just starting to come up. I've got 6 or 7 different spots. I might fish a few different pools of the river and see if I can't find them giants. I know they're here. Alright, that's a good enough sign. Pulled it out of the water a little too quick. He just jumped whole body out of the water for this thing. Yeah, I think today's gonna be an awesome day. We'll keep making our way down the shoreline, keep on casting, and see if we can't get a fish to start off the morning. Wouldn't be surprised if I can't get them to eat it off the surface. Water temp's starting to rise. They should be eating topwater. Sun's finally starting to creep over the trees there. It's supposed to be a nice, calm, sunny day. The warmest it's been all year. It's gonna be a nice day. I thought if any day I'm gonna find a giant pike, today's probably that day. There we go. Look at that beauty. First fish on this gorgeous morning, and it is a beauty. Just a baby, but it's a start. Hopefully we do some upsizing from here. I'm sure if I throw this thing around long enough, I'll find that giant I'm after. Alright, buddy. Let's get you back. What a gorgeous fish. Even though they're small, it's hard to beat Cool Eat with such a cool lure. I'm gonna keep throwing this thing around, keep making my way down this little shallow area here, and keep on catching. Got a good feeling we're gonna get a lot of fish today. Usually where there's one, there's a whole lot more. I'm hoping to find some bigger ones back here. We'll fish it for maybe 15 or 20 more minutes, and if we don't see any quality fish, I got a few other spots not too far away that should hold those giants. We'll see. I know they're here. It just might be one of those days where I don't want to bite. I keep hearing stories about giant pike eating people's perch. Old nice local guys complain to me about the pike in this area. There's just that many of them. I was just a little guy, but they always complain how there's too many pike eating their perch. They'll have them on a stringer, a big pike will come in, eat all the perch on their stringer, or they'll just be fishing worms on bottom, bringing in a perch, and a 40+ inch pike comes out and eats it. I'm sure if you fish the river long enough, targeted perch, you've probably had a few pike steal them. Hoping I can't get a giant pike to steal my perch today. It's not a bad one at all. He ate it right off the surface. Look at that. Another beauty. Definitely bigger than that last one. Just a gorgeous fish. I mean, how cool is that? Alright. Let's get you right back. And she's off. Started making my way farther down the shoreline here. Just throwing this guy right over top of the weeds, bringing it across the surface, and sure enough, there's some beautiful fish here. That fish had the mouth of a 36, 38. Fat fish, just a kind of a short one. If I had to guess, if there's one, there's probably a whole lot more here. There's another one. Back to back. How cool is that? Fat one too. There we go. Looks like he's got a bluegill or maybe a turtle in his stomach. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I think that's a bluegill or a turtle. They're definitely eating big baits. Not as big as that last one, but hard to complain with back-to-back fish. Let's get you a safe release. What an incredible place. I mean, this spot is just gorgeous. Sucks it's starting to get a little windy. Might go hit some windblock stuff after this. I'm kind of at the worst spot for this wind direction. We'll see if we can't get back to back to back. It's not supposed to get too windy. It's going to be a nice calm day. I think it's only 2 or 3 miles an hour. It's just coming right at me from that way. It's a good sign though. There's definitely a lot of fish on this area. Might just have to weed through a bunch of really little guys. Find that giant. I've been trying different spots now for close to 4 hours. I fished just about everything. Been to 3 different pools, 4 or 5 different really good spots, and just haven't seen too much for giant pike. So I thought I'd give this spot a try. It's kind of hit or miss. It's a shallow little flat here, but if there is any big pike, they are usually absolutely giant. We'll see. We've got about 2.5 hours until the sun goes down. Just gonna keep on throwing this thing, keep on casting, and see if I can't find that giant. As always, for the setup today, we're running a St. Croix Legend Tournament bass. I've got a PC Fun Alajus 300 with 80-pound braid, and this lure comes with its own steel leader. It's a line through, so I'm not running any fluorocarbon, steel, anything like that. Just running the stock steel it comes with. We'll see. I've seen a few big ones kind of lurking on by. Should be able to get one of these guys to bite here. And as always, if you do want to pick up one of these reels, feel free to use code SPELTS18 to save 18%. I'll have everything you see in today's video linked down in the description below. So if you're ever curious what I'm using, it is always linked down there. Rod, reel, line, lure, camera gear, audio. I think I've got everything linked down there. Let's see if we can't get a big one here. I know there's some perch here as well, so this lure should fit right in. Hope the audio's not too bad. It's one of those spots that's heavily overfished, community hole. Everybody knows about it, but not a lot of people know how to fish it right. And I think some of these really big ones, they just want a giant lure. I guess we'll find out here. You guys see that guy? He's still locked onto it. It's a good one, maybe 32, 33 incher. I don't know if he's still there anymore. Hope the audio's not too bad. It is also pretty windy. I try to not fish windy areas, but sometimes the biggest fish bite when the wind's coming in. All the smaller bait fish get pushed down here, so usually a few big pike follow with. There's another little guy right there. There is a lot of fish here. Just gotta get him to bite. Got a good feeling we'll get one of these big girls. Not a whole lot of people out here. For a weekend, it's not super packed. Most people are up by the dam. A couple shore fishermen here or there, but mostly fishing smaller stuff. I honestly might try a glide here for just a little bit. I started here with the cameras off, and I think the first 10 casts I moved 3 giant fish, so if I keep bringing them in, they don't want to eat. I might try spending a few minutes throwing around a glide. As much as I want to get a big one on this, if I really can't, there's no point not trying my best. You gotta do what you gotta do to get those 40s. We'll see, we've already got some nice ones on this. Wouldn't hurt to try something a little more finesse. I guess I don't know about more finesse. It is technically a bigger lure. It's just easier to slow down. If you do have a fish follow it in, there's not much you can do with this. Kind of pop it a few times. Can't really get a good slow presentation, at least with a glide. Kind of just back and forth, really slow. Give it a little action when it's just sitting right there. It's usually enough to trigger those giant fish to eat. We'll see, should be able to get them on this. There we go. That's a good one too. Not a giant, but definitely a nice one. Oh, actually, you are a lot bigger than I thought you were. You might be 40. There we go. What an absolute beast. 39.5 inches. Just a chunk. Wow. I mean, that's what it's all about. Chasing giant fish like this. Look at the head on him. I mean, this is truly a river monster. Alright, buddy. Let's get you right back. And there she goes. How cool is that? Just got here, spent 10 minutes throwing around the perch. Got a lot of fish to chase it, look at it, and just not eat. And I think 5 casts with the glide, and I got a giant to eat it. That's why it's always important to bring a couple different lures. Even if my whole goal for today was to throw around the perch, some fish just don't want some lures, and you gotta do what you gotta do to catch those big ones. I'm gonna keep throwing around the perch. We've got, I think 2.5 hours until it starts getting dark. Got a good feeling there is much more fish here. Let's see if we can't get another. Seems like the wind is finally starting to die down here. It's turning into a beautiful night. As you can tell, the sun's about to go down here soon. I've been throwing this again for close to an hour. Not really sure why these fish don't like it, but I started this morning at a different pool of the river. Fish absolutely love this. Came about an hour south, and I can't get a single fish to eat this. Don't know why. It's a good looking lure. Don't want to waste any more time doing this. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna put this away for the night. I know the whole plan was to fish that lure, but to be honest with you guys, I know a lot of you guys watch just to see those big pike get caught. I'm sure most of you guys don't care too much what it's on. I feel like I've got a way better chance of getting a fish to eat this lure. The big pike in here, especially the giants, they just love this thing. Don't really know which order I'm gonna post some of these videos. I filmed a few at this spot the last week or so. I've hooked some fish that are 43, 44 inches. That's about as much as I'm gonna say. So I know there's some big ones, and I just feel like if I keep throwing that other lure, I'm just wasting my time. They seem to like this rainbow trout color, so I think for the rest of the night, the last 45 minutes to an hour, I'm gonna see if I can't find that 40 plus inch pike. I know there's quite a few over here. I think this might be just the lure to get them. That was 3 or 4 casts. This is a giant. Oh yeah, that is another beauty. Gotta be careful with him. He's got one hook in him. Yeah, it's a nice one. Second one on the lure, and might even be bigger than the first one. Just a pig. Got a train coming by, so I'm gonna send this guy right back, but wow. This is incredible. I do really wish that fish was on the swim bait, but if I'm being fully honest with you guys, I don't think that pike would eat in the swim bait. Sometimes they're just finicky, sometimes they don't want lures, or I guess in this case sometimes they really want one lure. And that's just how it is. I could have spent 2 days here casting that swim bait and not caught a fish. I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't want to deal with that little guy. Kind of feel like that was maybe a little ungrateful, but I love catching fish, all sizes, just sometimes the really little ones can cause problems. I've already put this glide bait in my thumb once this week. Don't really need to do it again. I think with that, I am gonna call it a night. It's starting to get dark out here. I guess today was an incredible day. It started off a little slow. I just think most of the fish just didn't like the lure. I don't really know what it is about it. It's a cool lure. It's got a good action, good hookup ratio, but the fish just didn't like it. I'm really surprised I didn't see any bass today either. Not much to really say about it. Been trying to film more videos. This week I've filmed 3 different ones. I've caught 20 pike over 34 inches. I've had a really good week. Caught muskie, pike, big bass. Today just didn't really go according to plan. Came out, tried to get some big pike on the perch, and I guess we did just that. I also caught some unbelievably big pike on this glide bait here. As you can see, this thing is torn up quite a bit. It was a good day. Honestly, can't really complain too much about it. Came out and didn't get skunked. I'll definitely take that. I'm gonna get everything packed up, head on out of here, and start editing on this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. You truly mean the world to me. Until I see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and peace out.